expressed in the following episode do not reflect Big Beer presentations and is solely that of the guest featured at the time. Thank you. Watch at your own risk. What's up, guys? Here on Big Beard and Friends, here's the 17th installment of a new series that I'm going to work on called the Couples Edition. Now, right here, I'm bringing back Stabs and his old lady there, Tiff. Hey, guys, how are you doing? And thank you already for being here.
It's rocking and rolling, man.
Fantastic.
All right. How have you guys, during this quarantine, have you guys got you're still working, right? You guys have been working through all
We're essential people.
We're essential people. There's been nonstop working.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what's up. You see what I've been doing. I've been bugging people to be on a show.
I work in the septic business.
Yeah.
So all of you people being at home, overloading your septic systems, I come to fix it. She's a mail carrier.
Yeah.
So
I bring all your dog food and toilet paper.
That sounds essential to me. That's right. You bring the toilet paper, he gets rid of it.
Right? It's a win-win.
It is. It's great. So all you guys,
here.
everybody that bought the toilet paper up there, these are the guys. I'm telling you. All right. Well, today, look, Tiff, I'm really glad that you've watched this show enough and got so much faith enough that you are here and going to do this. I do have 10 questions that I have asked your man, and he gave me 10 answers. I'm going to repeat them, and you agree or disagree and tell me why. This should be interesting. You do not know these answers. I want everybody to know watching. She does not know.
I did not share the information.
That's the only rule we got. So we're gonna get into it if you're ready, and I'm just gonna go with it. I asked Stabs, out of the 10 questions, I'll start with number 1 instead of backwards. What is her favorite food? Now, he says everything. You agree with that?
All food is good food.
Okay.
Dude, I used to fish in Hawaii, right? And I used this little mollusk. I guess it would be like a mussel or
Yeah, it's
mollusk.
a mollusk.
Mollusk. And I would scrape it off the rocks and use it as bait. Well, I would scrape like, a bunch off the rocks so that I could use it for bait. And I would turn around and look, and she was eating my bait.
Dude.
They're okay, and they're fantastic.
I was going to say, there's
all food is good food, and it makes me happy. I love all food.
All right. Since you did want me to say the answer, let's do this one this way. And you got a good point there, too. And as far as eating mollusk, you really are an awesome lady.
Eats everything, bro.
Okay.
Everything.
All right. I asked him number 2, what is her favorite color?
Green.
Now, he said green as well. There you go on that. Okay. See? Okay. Does she snore louder than you? What do you think he said?
No, I purr like a kitten.
All right. He said that he snored. He said he was much, much louder. All right. Okay. Number 4, is she a better driver than you?
I'm a professional driver.
This is a disagreement.
Yes.
Okay.
We may not agree, but
uh,
at the same time, nobody's ever gonna agree on that.
okay. All right.
Everybody's always gonna think they're a better driver.
That's
so
true.
negative.
All right. I may have to
Nah.
nix my own question there. I may have to change that one around because, you know, I did.
There's no winning that one.
You can't. I see.
No, I'm a professional. I get paid to drive.
Okay, see, I'm not arguing. I knew this was going to be fun. I knew this was going to be fun. I didn't know. I don't know. Look, okay.
Dude, I'm a way better driver.
No.
Okay, all right, see, there's the disagreements, folks. This is what makes for good TV. I'm telling you, we talked about this.
You know why? But you know why women are proven better drivers?
No fucking way.
Absolutely.
No.
You know
fucking
why?
Way.
I do not.
Here comes that R rating. Because we have smaller feet, we have better control.
All right.
Do you want me to remind you what it was like driving the car the other day in the slip us?
Yeah, no, that was different.
I remember my first time driving a stick.
Whatever.
Wow. Look at the door. Look at the doors I have opened by asking questions. So maybe I won't take that away. I'm going to keep that question. I'm going to keep that one. This got me. That's good. All right. Well, let's move on to number 5 here. Does she get the remote? Is what I asked him. Now, what do you think he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time, yeah.
All right.
Did you say no?
He actually said we don't watch TV.
We really don't watch TV very often, but when we do, you usually give me the remote, like just put something on.
I don't give a fuck.
We really don't watch.
Okay.
We really don't watch TV very often.
Yeah.
But
Very
when we,
rarely.
But if
but
you
when we
do, you get it. You get
But
the
when
remote.
we do, usually you give me the remote to
Yeah.
put the things on.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck.
All right, yeah. See, I was like,
I don't care about
I like
TV,
certain.
man.
Yeah, we really don't watch.
I
We
want
really don't watch.
I'll
very
just
much
watch
TV
it
at
just
all.
because I'll watch it because like she's interested in it and fucking like I don't
Well,
watch
we have a
TV.
movie night.
Yeah, when we have movie nights, we watch what we want to watch.
Yeah. But who has the remote usually?
Well, I have to control the volume and I have to put on the captions.
No, the captions are already on.
We have to have TV with captions.
Yeah.
That's a big
There's
long
a fun story.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
when we lived in Hawaii, we didn't have. There's no air conditioning, right? Or I feel like I have to rephrase that. There's no air conditioning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So there's no air conditioning. So you have like lots
18
of
fucking
fans.
fans.
So we started watching TV with captions.
Because the
Because we
neighbors got
couldn't
pissed
hear
off
it.
because we turned the volume up
We
so
would turn
high.
it up so high because we had like multiple
Sure.
Fox fans going
Right.
throughout the place. So we got used to having the captions
Just
on. So
read
now
the
the
TV.
volume is constantly like way down, and we still have captions
Now
on.
I can't watch TV without
Without
captions.
So it's like stuck to you. It's like second nature now to watch it no matter what you do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read my TV.
It's cool. I like that. I like
It's
that.
amazing
I
that
like
you
that.
learn watching the captions.
It's like watching a movie with subtitles in like a different language,
but it's your own.
but it's your own language.
And you didn't realize
And-
what they really said.
You still have to read it. So we never really asked each other, what did they say? Because we read it.
You know what? That keeps the arguments down. Do you think the arguments down? I mean, the conversations down. Do you think that's important? Does that even affect a couple type?
We don't
We don't
talk.
really.
If
don't
we're
talk during
watching
the
something,
movies.
we don't ask each other. If somebody says something,
If
we're
there's
like,
like-
watch the fucking movie.
If there's a part where like we're like, wait, what? If we're confused about a part, we'll stop it. We'll hit pause.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
fucking figure
discuss it.
out.
So you
But most
okay?
of the time
So it
it's
doesn't
there.
deplete a conversation in a movie to keep the caption on in your relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no talking during a movie.
Right.
No.
Right. I
Don't
agree.
talk to me during a fucking movie.
Yes.
No, unless you have a question about something that just happened, and then you hit pause and you discuss it, and then you keep going.
The worst are the people who ask you something and it's not even there yet, and they're asking what the director wanted everybody to feel. You know.
Or,
Yeah.
no.
It's a question that hasn't been answered yet. What's the fucking movie?
Or even worse, and it just happened, and then somebody's like, "Wait, what just happened?" And we're like, "Were you not fucking watching?"
Did you not read it on the bottom of the fucking screen?
We just saw it. We saw what happened.
Right.
We read it.
It's mostly not us.
I'm
It's
coming
when
to
we're
watch a
watching
movie at your house.
TV with other people.
I'm
All
coming.
right, let it be Harry Potter.
I'm coming to watch a movie.
Harry Potter.
All right, and number 6, I asked him, does she take her time getting ready? What do you think he said?
No.
Oh, that's it. He said that you were actually, you get ready fast. He said, not really, you get ready really fast. And, you know, that's kind of cool. No offense to any ladies out there. Sometimes, hey, I'm going to be honest. My wife might come on here and do this, and she may tell you the same thing, but I'm going to say it now. I am the slow poke, man. This beard, I has to, come on. That's cool that you get ready.
Yeah, no, I am super low maintenance. I don't blow dry my hair. I don't wear makeup. I am shower and roll the windows down. I'm get ready on the way.
So I like it. Nature's a hairdryer. Y'all hear that? That's cool. So does that mean
I'm crunchy as fuck?
That's so cool. Like everything is like an island with you guys. Like I've never been there, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I feel like you've been like you guys. The mentality is awesome. This is so cool. I've wanted this. I'm serious. I've wanted this.
I don't really think it has anything to do with the island. It's just how we
the
are.
way
You have
we
this
are.
feel. You have this feel. You got this aura, if you will.
Well, I think that probably has something
If
to
you
do
will.
with it. A little bit. But
we're both
who we
super
are.
laid back.
That's just that's awesome. And see, I know you. Maybe that's why I am talking to you the way I am. I've known you a long time. That's not just something we're saying for the camera.
Dude, if I leave the house in a dirty shirt, I'll leave the house in a dirty shirt.
Sure. Hey, yes. I love it. No? Okay. Yeah? No. What was the word?
Yeah.
Awesome. Help me here. Okay. I asked him number.
Before long, he's been talking about the kind.
The kind.
The kind.
You don't know.
You don't know. I don't know.
No, because your explanation of the kind was so completely like.
I had been drinking.
Yeah, his explanation of the kind made absolutely no sense.
It made sense to me.
Yeah, at the time. Looking back,
I've explained it like Paulie. Hashtag Paulie.
We'll do it.
He has been he was the most concerned about being able to use the word the best.
Yes.
So, whenever you post this in hashtag Paulie.
Now see that? You see it? That right there. If you don't know, you will know. The kid was on here as we were talking about. You guys, come on.
Paulie the kid.
He knows. Follow his episode too. All right, so listen, that's true. We're going to make I want to follow you around and get some what you've learned over in Hawaii. I want to come back to you. Thank you for being back here, but I'm saying I want to come back and really do something with you. I think this would be really cool. And notice how you were when you left and what influenced you in Hawaii and what you brought back, because it looks like it's a whole lifestyle change. That's cool. You guys rock. Okay, number 7. I asked him who is her favorite artist and or group. What do you think he's been?
Answer.
What I don't know how to respond to what you just did.
I put multiple
answers. Multiple bands.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
spit them off. One of them has to be there.
All right, so you got Korn.
Okay.
Revolution.
Yeah.
Madashahu. Revolution. I already said that?
Yeah.
The Cure. I have ginger.
There's already, you've added some, but there's like five already here.
Right music.
But like my top bands would be Korn, Slipknot, Revolution, The Cure, Leilani Wolfgram.
It's funny. You're saying the things he said. He also said those, but he also summed it up with, well, she listens to everything, literally.
I legit do, because I love everything from like Ella Fitzgerald to Amon Amarth.
That's
like
cool.
It's a wide variety, like old school jazz, bebop, like good stuff to like.
I like it. I dig it.
Navy and black metal.
What did I answer? I don't even remember what I answered. Do you have my answers?
Your actual answer was she listens to everything literally, and then you had wrote me another one because you did another answer, and you said Korn, and you had said The Cure, and so I thought that was kind of impressive.
I love The Cure.
It's like literally.
But
if
Korn
you get
is
in the
amazing
car
because
with her,
of their lyrics.
If you get into the car with her,
you
have no idea what.
It's not. You're not in control though. Yep.
No, it depends on my mood because I'm a moody bitch. So it depends on my mood.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well,
I'm honest.
I agree with that.
Okay, well, you know what's funny? It's maybe this involves you got to be in some kind of a mood to know the next question here is, what is her favorite movie? Now, I won't tell you what he said.
Dreams May Come.
There you go. I will tell you what he said. That's exactly what he said. All these are in agreement.
We watched it night before last.
Yeah.
Or do you read it?
Both.
Yeah, we watch and read.
I was waiting. Come on.
It's an amazing movie. Have you seen it?
You know, I can't quote it, and pardon me, because I don't want to get yelled at here. It's been a long time. It has been a long, long time, and I remember it being a inspirational type movie, and
Well, let me tell you a story.
It's an amazing movie.
Let me tell you a story. My mom introduced me to that movie when I was 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like came out of my bedroom one day and my mom was watching a fucking movie and I sat down and I watched this movie with her. And I fucking loved it. It was an amazing fucking movie. It made me think. It was like, God, fucking reincarnation, like everything. It made me think,
So it's definitely inspirational.
So I was living in Hawaii, and I came back for a visit. When I proposed to her with a rubber band out of my hair,
hey, and that
I asked her the same question.
The first night that we had ever spent together, he asked me what my favorite movie was, and I said, "What Dreams May Come." And he was like,
I was like, "That's my."
But it was in my DVD
It was in her
player.
DVD player.
Because it's legit like my favorite movie.
It was in her DVD player in her bedroom.
So you literally knew then. You're not just saying this to say this. This is real. This is meant to be, dude. Your mother,
I fell in love with that movie when I was 12 or 13 years old. I mean, it's so deep, it's so heavy, and it's got such a good ending.
What it makes you think.
It's an amazing freaking movie. And Robin Williams, goddamn, Robin Williams. I mean, it's not a comedy. And Robin Williams is an amazing freaking actor. But, dude, it's a great movie. Like, we love this movie.
Good. I'm going to.
Great movie. I mean, when I saw that question, I was like,
done.
Yeah.
Done, son.
Yeah, that's funny too.
That's an easy one.
That's it. That's exactly titled. There's nothing else. No more need to live. What dreams may come. That's awesome. If those who don't know the movie, if I have to, I'll put a link up to it. I'll put a little a picture up here. Let you guys check that movie out. The great Robin Williams, rest his soul. See, we're 80s babies, but we're 90s teens and we're 90s kids. So with that being said, he played a prominent role. There's almost no memory we don't have, at least television, that doesn't have Robin in it. Am I correct? So. See, that's what I'm talking about. No, that's it. I love how they're like, we're 90s kids, 90s babies, whatever. We're 90s teens. Get out of here. All right, that's so awesome. All right, look, this is so cool. This almost tells me what number 9 is. And number 9 is, I simply ask him about you, fire and ice, or sweet and sassy.
Wait, say that again.
Fire and ice or sweet and sassy?
What do you think he said?
Fire and ice is what I'm going sweet and sassy?
No. That's the first one wrong. That's not bad out of 10. All right. Okay. Now, why do you disagree with that?
Because I am moody as fuck.
But I think about,
he sees me in a different eye than I do. So
it's all about a couples. Yeah.
She's super sweet, and she's also rather fucking sassy.
I'm hella sassy.
Hella sassy, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And I didn't know where that was from. I just wanted to
cut and dry.
Yeah.
The way I saw it.
No part of me is I'm slick.
Yeah.
Fire
no,
and
see,
ice.
it's a way better answer.
But I'm way moodier.
Yeah. see,
it could be like an in-between the two.
Fire and ice. Fire and ice is like cut and dry. You're either one or you're the other.
Well,
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Fire and ice.
It's like a wave.
Like in between
so you said she was sweet and sassy. She wants a mix, so we'll call you Fire and Sassy. I don't know.
There you go.
Fire and Sassy.
I like that one. That
I love this.
I'm a big nurturer.
You can see they're a
I'm
couple.
a nurturer. I'm thoughtful.
Maybe rephrase that part of that, because it's either like this or fucking that. You know, it's like I thought about it for a moment before I responded, and I was just like, you know, I mean, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
But she's also the love of my life and really, really amazing. So I just didn't want to answer cut and dry, you know. I mean, she's an amazing individual, and I love her with my whole heart. But, you know, sometimes we don't get along. The majority of the times we do. But you got to pick your battles, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's deep, and I think this is what makes us friends too. I mean, I don't have, like, married to you, but this is what makes us friends too, because I understand you, man. I think that's deep. I think that's really cool, and I think that is exactly the fire and the sassy and the right. I'm telling you, Dan, this is it. Sweet and sassy we're talking about here. Okay, number 10, I asked him, love at first sight. Now, what do you think he said?
Be honest. Because
I answered
honestly.
That's a complicated question.
I answered honestly. So think about it. Think about how I feel. Think about how you were at the time.
I would say I don't know, it's weird.
Think about how I would answer.
That's it. It's his eyes. I asked him.
When you were in 7th grade? No. I don't think. I would say no. Did you say yes?
I said for me it was.
He said that's it. For him, he said it was definitely love at first sight.
It took her a few more years to come around.
No, I thought he was the cutest fucking thing ever.
right.
Years he was my old sweetheart. Because I thought he was cute, but I didn't like.
You gotta take into consideration.
I didn't.
2-3 years younger than she is.
Yeah, so like I didn't think of it that way. I just knew that like I had these feelings for him, and like I didn't like anybody fucking with him.
That's all right. Hey, I like this. I don't. Now I don't want to start anything between doubles.
I was in the 7th grade on the school bus, and a new kid fucking got on the school bus, and we were over by Van Staveren.
Yeah,
everybody knows where Van Staveren's was.
You're watching,
fucking, and boom, girl comes up, and I'm like, eh. Girl comes up, and I'm like, eh. And girl comes up, and I'm like.
But he had the cutest cheeks back then.
Really fat cheeks.
And it was that bowl cut.
I had the bowl cut.
I knew. I know.
You remember?
You remember
so great I had that stupid fucking bowl cut?
Dude, he was my sweetheart all through high school. I think I actually signed that in your yearbook a few times.
That's so cool. That's so cool. See, and those watching, we all went to school together. Just to know, we all went to school together. I was telling you this pre-show in the interview, if you will, that I went to school with Tiff as well. Tony since first grade.
Kindergarten, motherfucker.
Sorry, hey, you're supposed to come.
Get it right.
I like that. I like that. You're supposed to have done that.
Mr. fucking perfect attendance.
No, that's it. That's all I had going for me. That's it. Hey, my folks worked there. My family, I grew up with the BOE, the Board of Education. I absolutely hated school.
Yeah, your entire school life, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, matter of fact, yeah.
Did you ever learn, hopefully you learned in the 1st grade, stop telling on people.
Yes. No.
That'll tell.
I see what you did there. Okay, look. Yeah. I've learned that keep your nose out of people's business. Don't put your nose where it don't belong. And if anything, I learned that my arm's a little bigger now, so it probably hurts. So I don't want.
You know what? To go back to that question.
Oh, we're going back.
Well, no, we're going back for a second. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, because there's a reason that I've been drawn to you for so long. So maybe it was, and I didn't recognize the love at first sight.
Yeah. What was one of the first things that if you look at him as a physical feature, not that this made or break, I'm asking, I'm curious now. What was his eyes? His eyes. All right. What's one thing you know about her?
I have really sweet and nurturing eyes.
What about her?
My mom told me that.
You do? Yeah. I think I like your eyes.
Hashtag Marie Woods.
That's twice we've done this now, Marie Woods. I'm telling you, I think something we've talked about this before. We went live with your mom.
But no,
not with
it
your
would
mom,
be the eyes.
The eyes.
But maybe it was, and I didn't recognize it.
I think you guys are so caught up with each other, you didn't realize how to relate to each other until now. Because this is great. You guys are awesome. You click.
Oh, no, this is how it always is.
You're so like connecting. I think this is awesome. I think you guys, and I wish, like, once again, I want to, like.
Well, I think she's stupid, and she thinks I'm retarded, so.
It's great. Great combination.
That's a bad word. You use a different word. I think she's stupid, and she thinks I'm dumb. Donkey.
He's a donkey, yeah.
That's a nice boulder. That's a nice boulder.
Don't do that.
I like that movie.
I know, but you made a
Shrek is dope. I was doing this before, and then I did this. I mean, how many weird gestures do I have to make?
I think this is great. How so
I think you're great.
Thank you. So I guess I should have asked this at the beginning. How long have you guys been attached at the hip here?
7 years. Well, I mean, that's kind of a story.
Yeah.
2012.
2012.
2012.
I can't get goddamn bird. 2012.
He came back to Georgia in 2011. I moved to Hawaii and
it
was 12. It was 2012 when you came back here.
I came home for a visit. And I took her home a month later.
But we had been talking before that. It's not like he just showed up and was like, "Hey, you're mine.
How you doing?
Take you home."
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't happen that way.
No. Tell the whole story. I used to date this chick named Sarah. I won't say her last name, but I would friend request her on Facebook, and she would accept. And then Sarah would get pissed off, which that's what I meant to do. And then I would delete her. And then I'd add her, and then I'd delete her, then I'd add her, and then I'd delete her.
Basically, he used me as bait.
Wow.
Anyway, like, and finally, me and this Sarah individual split up, and we talked for.
We started talking, like we were messaging on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then there was this really long phone
That was
conversation.
don't. People don't need to know about that. Anyway,
there was a really long phone conversation where someone was super cocky.
It worked.
It was true. Then he came back.
That's the day I was drinking. Yeah, that's the day.
I think you're awful sure of yourself.
Yeah, I am. Anyway.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, then he came back.
I came back for a visit.
He came back for Christmas.
And it just so happened. My mom, who I was supposed to be staying with, lived in the same town that she lived in.
But also, as a side note, for people who don't know, me and his sister were friends.
Best friends.
Not best friends. But we were really good friends for a very long time. And I knew his entire family because his sister and I were already friends. So then he came back to town and we met up.
A month after I left and went back to Hawaii, she moved to Hawaii.
It was 2 months. I moved back in February.
Goddamn, technical Tiffany.
I thought it was technical Tony.
Yeah.
I love this because
I know. I saw what you did there.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you. I like it.
Anyway, so I moved.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I left my job that I was
7 years. She was at her job.
But it was I left a job where I felt like it was everything negative, and I needed a life change. And so when we started talking, it was about the time where he was like, just come to Hawaii. I was like, if I go there, I will never move back. So I put in my resignation, and I
did send her this really nice bouquet of flowers the day that she quit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was like my
It's like $120 bouquet. It was awesome.
It's a bouquet.
Bouquet?
That's another question I'm going to have. Is it bouquet or bouquet? You decide.
I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, no, so I left my job in the negative life that I was having. I was trying to make some positive changes, so I moved there.
Yeah.
And then, like 8 months later, we got married.
With permission from her father.
That's good.
You know what? I was barefoot.
We were both barefoot.
Yeah. But we wanted to get married on that side. We wanted to get married on the good side.
I didn't know where we were getting married.
Yeah.
I was just walking.
Yeah. I took care of it. I'm a man.
I had no idea.
I
was like, I don't know. I was like drying my hair in front of the fan. So I didn't show up at the fan with my hair.
Wind in the car. Whatever.
Hey, I love it. This is the whole inside.
My dress came from Ross. It was good.
I think
it was beautiful.
The only thing we paid for was our rings.
Our rings and our license.
Yeah. Everything else.
Well, we bought some food. I bought the flowers.
My mom paid for the food.
I bought the flowers. I feel like I bought the flowers. I don't know. I put together the flowers.
I think my mom paid for them.
Maybe.
I think my mom paid for a bunch of stuff.
His mom was the only one that came to the island for the wedding.
Yeah, she was the only one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was amazing because at least we had family there.
Well,
I had a lot of family there.
Wow. I don't know what if you would have called and invited me, I'd been like, man, I'm gonna do my.
It was a very. We didn't really want a lot of people. Like
small.
One of our really good friends played the music.
Another friend of ours was ordained and married us.
And she made our cakes.
Everything was the way it was.
What do you call a bakery person that makes cakes?
Baker.
A baker. She was a baker and a priest.
And the brittle stick maker.
My groomsman cake was a fisherman.
No, that was our wedding cake.
Oh, well, wedding cake. Was a fisherman with a Georgia Bulldog symbol on his chest with a ring at the end of his fishing line.
Nice.
And then there was were you down there? Or?
I was somewhere. I was involved at some point.
We have pictures.
I'm sure. You guys are so awesome. I love the fact that.
Anyway, we've technically been together almost 8 years. Been married almost 7, but we had a little hiatus.
Well, it's not my business at all, but if I must say, you would have never noticed anything of anything. You guys are awesome, and together, and you know, I think it's like when you got a good old lady, as you said, pre-recording here, pre-session, shooting this, when you got a good old lady. And you got guys like us. If they can put up with us, we'd love you immediately. But
you said it twice.
Yeah. No.
English, bud.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
You got that.
The lag on Zoom sometimes makes these jokes like so dumb. Hey, look, I'm gonna let this music play us out, and I want to thank both of you, Tiffany, especially Tony. Thank you, both of you guys, for being here and for even allowing us to just pick your brains and allowing me to throw these questions out there and giving us these honest answers. And I am glad that you never let her know anything, or these would not have been right answers.
We need to do a reverse one.
That's my joke. I'm sorry. But we are going to do it where we're going to ask the couples, others, we're going to have the wives about. So that's coming in the future here. But at the same time.
It needs to be way more fucking, like, fucked up questions, though.
We got
like weird shit.
But guys, listen.
I don't know, like, what do you do on a Sunday?
What's your favorite lure?
Hey, this is good. Hey, that's a good one.
I was gonna say fishing. What do you do on a Sunday? I go fish. And she's like, "What's your favorite lure?" So apparently, we're on the same page.
Well, thank you for joining here on this episode of making this the 17th. And look, as I always say here, love and peace. And I say something else. I don't remember. What do I say? Oh, chicken grease! You guys are nuts! I love them. They're awesome. Ah!